Hello everyone, in today's video I am going to predict Straw Hat's bounties after Wano, and it seems that at the end of Wano arc there's going to be some pretty big changes in the One Piece world, and it's kind of obvious that every Straw Hat will get a decent bounty boost, some of them will be massive. So in terms of bounty, we know that it comes from other things than just compatibility. For example, notoriety, possessing knowledge or ability that could be a threat to our government, things like this. And it's just going to be a fun discussion, nothing to be serious about, this is solely my own opinion. And I would also like to see what you guys think, so after watching this, give your bounty predictions in the comments below. And before starting, I publish new One Piece theories every week, so make sure that you don't miss any future One Piece videos by subscribing to the channel and hit the bell icon for notifications. Now starting with Luffy's bounty after Wano, and I'm assuming that Kaido will be defeated at the end of the war. Not sure about Big Mom, but something might happen that will make her not a threat anymore. So the point is, two of the yonkos are gonna go down the drains only because of an alliance led by Luffy. So Luffy's notoriety is gonna go through the roof, turning the world on his head, and this time he will solidify his position among the yonkos. And I think the Gorosei will finally lock their eyes on Luffy after Wano. So he will get a massive bounty boost for sure, but I'm not gonna put it that high up because he will probably get 2 more bounty boosts after that. Coming out of Wano, we might get a short arc like Zoro and then a big arc which could be in Elbaf, when Luffy I think will get a bounty boost, and the final one will be when he becomes the Pirate King. So at the end of Wano, I think Luffy's bounty will be around 3.5 billion, giving it a massive 2 billion boost from before. Now moving on to Zoro's bounty, and I think it's going to make a pretty big jump like Luffy's, because Zoro has been getting a lot of focus in this arc. So I think some big events are waiting for us where Zoro will shine like never before. There's a possibility of Zoro versus King or Zoro slaying Kaido, and if even one of this happens, his bounty will surely get a massive boost. And at this point, a bounty less than a billion will be too shabby for a Yonko's first mate and a renowned swordsman in the world, and I think his bounty will end up being higher than most of the other first commanders. So I'm guessing Zoro's bounty will get a 1.5 billion boost, making it a total of 1.832 billion billy after Wano. And now about Sanji's bounty, I think Oda will pull another gag, this time only with his name. Although Sanji has been calling himself Soba Mask, it will probably end up being Stealth Black Sanji in the poster, but this time you will probably get a good picture of him. And in terms of bounty, Sanji has been sitting on top of Zoro for quite a while. So imagine Sanji bragging to Zoro about his bounty being higher, and at that exact moment the seagull drops the new bounty posters and Sanji finds out that Zoro's bounty is back on top again. And then Zoro will be like, now keep talking. So although I think Sanji's bounty will be a bit lower than Zoro's, but still he will probably get a pretty big boost, because Sanji I think will pull off 1 or 2 great feats in this war. And my opinion is his bounty will be 1.33 billion billies, making it a whole 1 billion billy higher than the last time. Now moving on to our new crewmate Jinbe's bounty. His former bounty was 438 million and hasn't changed for quite some time. But after Wano, Jinbe joining the Straw Hats will be a big news to the world, and the Marines will also be shocked at that. After all, he is a former Shichibukai and the first son of the sea. He is a capable fighter, and on top of that he is vastly experienced. So the Marines will have to reissue a proper bounty on him, and in the Onigashima war I think Jinbe will end up playing a big role, highlighting the fact that how important of an addition he is to the Straw Hats crew. So my guess is Jinbe's bounty will be around 800 million to 1 billion. I can't reach an exact number, but let's go with 1 billion. So my prediction is Jinbe's bounty will be 1 billion billy after Wano. And now comes the most unpredictable character, and you already know who it is, so say his name.
You all know exactly who I am. Say my name.
Yes, it's God Usopp, and I've come to realize that no matter what situation it is, Usopp shines everywhere. So Wano isn't going to be an exception, but what will Usopp do in this war? And just like I said, he's totally unpredictable, there's no telling what he ends up doing. But I think he will get a power up in this war. Probably his observation haki will bloom in a way that will make him more refined as a sniper. And there's also that possibility of Tama and Usopp teaming up, and if Usopp snipes using Tama's dangos as bullets, he could even tame the numbers. Now Tama's power only works on animals, and the numbers are said to be ancient giants, but their appearance indicates they have traits like animals, so I think it will work on them. And if Usopp pulls this off, he will act like he is the one controlling them, and he might even get a title like Giant Ruler Usopp. And this will set him up for the Elbaf arc, because the giants there will be waiting to see who is this man who ruled over the ancient giants. So I think Usopp will do something crazy in this war and will end up getting a lot of attraction. attraction. And my guess is Usopp's bounty will increase by 500 million, making it 700 million bellies after Wano. Now I could be way off because after all it's Usopp we are talking about. And now let's move on to Robin, and her bounty is laughable to what she can do. She has a bounty of 130 million, which is ridiculous. I mean, she's the only person alive who can decipher the ancient poneglyphs. The only way to expose the secrets of the world government, if we exclude Luffy's ability to hear the voice of all things, because the world government doesn't know about it. So even after realizing how big of a threat she is, the Marines may be thinking that she won't be able to get her hands on that many poneglyphs. But at the end of Wano, if word gets out that Luffy has 3 road poneglyphs, then Robin's bounty will be skyrocketing, because only one poneglyph will remain to uncover the location of Rough Tail. So if that happens, I think Robin's bounty will increase by at least 1 billion, giving her a total bounty of 1.13 billion bellies. Although the news of Luffy having 3 poneglyphs might not get out yet, and if that ends up being the case, then Robin's bounty will get a much lower boost, and then I think it will be around 330 million. So Robin is the only one in this list with 2 bounties. And now it's time to predict Nami's bounty, and the last update we have on Nami is that she broke up with Zeus. But I don't think that's going to be the end of their relation. We might soon witness a patch up, and when Zeus comes back, Nami's strength will be greater than ever. And I have a feeling that with Zeus coming back on Nami's side in the future, she will get a lot of focus in this war. So this might be Nami's time to rack up a big bounty, and my guess is her bounty will be 366 million belly, giving it a 300 million boost from before. Now let's talk about Frankie's bounty, and there's a high possibility that Frankie will pull some big guns in this war, and running over a Yonko is just the start of it. He has been on Vegabunk's island for 2 years, so I think it's time for him to pull some crazy inventions that will even attract the science department of the world government. And in terms of opponent in this war, I get the feeling that Frankie will go up against a Tobiroppo, so my guess is Frankie will get a super bounty of 494 million belly after one. Now it's time for our Soul King Brook's bounty predictions, and we are all guessing the same thing, that Brook will get a fight against Apu. And it kinda makes sense because they are both musicians, and if we take a look at Apu's bounty, it's 350 million belly. Although Apu is a supernova, I think Brook is strong enough to win against him, and the plot is also on his side. And even if he doesn't get a fight against Apu, I think he will get some other decent opponent. So my guess for Brook's bounty is it will be 383 million belly after Wano. And now the last but not least, well, bounty wise it's the least, we have Tony Chopper. And the poor guy has been getting only 50 and 100 belly bounties, which is a major injustice to his capabilities. And it's hard to predict whether or not Oda will pull a gag on him the 3rd time, but it makes sense for Oda to give him just another 0, making his bounty 1000 belly. I bet he will still be happy with that, but there's a possibility that will make him even happier, and I'm going to bet on that. So Chopper, I think, will get a picture of his monster from in the bounty poster, and his bounty will be 1 million belly, making it one of the happiest moments of his life. Now you have come this far in this video, so make sure to subscribe the channel and ring the bell to get notified about new One Piece theories every week. Don't forget to give your bounty predictions in the comments below. Thanks for watching.